Question number 11. What distinguishes a permutation from a combination? Is it A. Order matters in a permutations but not in combinations? B. Combinations always yield larger numbers? C. Permutations work only with letters? Or letter D. Combinations require fewer elements? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, math learners, for question number 11, it is asking for the difference between permutation and combination. As what we have discussed earlier in question number 10, permutation and combination is basically opposite with each other because in permutation, order is important while in the combination, it's not. So therefore, that answers our question and that is letter, very good, letter A.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 12. Question number 12. The expression 8 factorial over the quantity 2 factorial times the quantity 8 minus 2 factorial represents A. A permutation of 8 things taken 2 at a time. B. A combination of 8 things taken 2 at a time. C. The number of ways to arrange 8 things. Or D. The factorial of 6. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, math learners, given here the expression 8 factorial over 2 factorial times the quantity 8 minus 2 factorial, it represents what kind of arrangement? Okay, so my dear math learners, this kind of expression is just a substitution on the formula for, very good, combination. So therefore, letter A is already wrong. And letter D is already wrong because it is only talking about 6 factorial in which there is no 6 factorial here. Unless you minus 8 minus 2. Alright. Now, how about letter C, the number of ways to arrange 8 things? So in that manner, that is just 8 factorial. So that is also wrong. The correct answer is the combination of 8 objects or 8 things taken 2 at a time. And that is letter B. Alright.
Easy, right?
Now, let us go to question number 13. Question number 13. For distinguishable permutation, which formula applies? Is it A, P is equal to N factorial over the quantity P factorial, Q factorial, R factorial, and so on? Or letter B, the permutation of N taken R at a time is equal to N factorial over the quantity N minus R factorial? Or C, permutation is equal to the quantity N minus 1 factorial? Or letter D, the permutation of N factorial taken N at a time is equal to N factorial? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, math learners, for question number 13, it is now asking for the formula of distinguishable permutation. Now, distinguishable permutation is a scenario in which you are trying to arrange objects when there are repeating objects or there are identical objects. Okay, if that would be the case, then what you will do is you get the n factorial divided by the product of those repeating objects. And if that would be the case, then that formula is represented or denoted by letter, very good, letter A.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to question number 14. Question number 14. Calculate the combination of 7 objects taken 4 at a time. Is it A, 35, B, 45, C, 55, or D, 65? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Now, my dear math learners, in question number 14, it is asked for the result when you get the combination of 7 objects taken 4 at a time. Now, if that would be the case, my dear math learners, I will show you how to solve this one using the formula. Okay. So, my dear math learners, that would be C, 7 taken 4 at a time, right? Now, the formula of that one is 7 factorial over the number of taken at r at a time, so that is 4 factorial multiplied by 7 minus 4 factorial. Alright, sorry. So, my dear math learners, if you are solving that one, if we will try to simplify, that would be 7 factorial over 4 factorial and then multiplied it by 7 minus 4, that would be 3 factorial. Okay, now if that would be the case, that is 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 factorial. Now, why did I stop in 4 factorial, my dear math learners? Because in the denominator side, we have the 4 factorial here. So, if that is the case, you can cancel this out. Okay, so that is very easy. So, now you just have to multiply 7 times 6 times 5. So, 6 times 5 is already 30. 30 times 7, that would be 210. Okay. Now, 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1. So, therefore, that would be 6. So, if you try to divide 210 by 6, the answer would that is 30, because this will become 21 divided by 6, that is 18. And you have a remainder of 3, right? So, bring down 0, that would be 30. So, 30 divided by 6, that would be 5. So, the correct answer for this problem is letter A. Now, let's check whether we are correct. Okay.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So, now let us go to question number 15. Question number 15. A restaurant offers 8 main dishes. How many different 3-course meals can be selected? Is it A, 56, B, 66, C, 76, or D, 86? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Right, math learners. Now, question number 15 asks, how many 3-course meals can be selected from 8 main dishes? So, of course, in this given scenario, the arrangement is not important because you are trying to pick 3-course meals from the 8 given. So, this is an example of, again, a combination. Now, if that would be the case, that would give you 8 factorial over 3 factorial times the quantity 8 minus 3 factorial. Now, showing to you that one, that would give us the combination of 8 factorial divided by the 3 factorial times the difference of 8 and 3 factorial. So, if that is the case, then this will result to 8 factorial over 3 factorial multiplied by 5 factorial. So, if we try to solve that one, that would be 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 factorial. I will not finish that one because we already have the 5 factorial. So, we have 3 factorial times 5 factorial here. So, this can be cancelled, right? So, that would give us 8 times 7, that is 56. And 56 times 6, that would give us 336. Divide it by 3 factorial, that is 3 times 2, that would be 6. So, if we try to divide 33 by 6, that would be 5. And then we still have a remainder of 3, bring down 6, and that would be 56. So, the correct answer for this given problem is letter A. Now, let's check whether we are correct. All right, my dear math learners, we are correct.
Easy, right?
Very easy. So now let us go to question number 16. Question number 16. How many different 8-digit numbers can be formed using 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3? Is it A, 420, B, 840, C, 1260, or letter D, 1680? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, we are owed to find here 8-digit numbers, and then there are repeating numbers from this given. We have a repeating of 1, 2, and 3, right? So our 1 repeated twice, our 2 repeated twice, and our 3 repeated 4 times. So what kind of solution would we need to show? Now, since we are talking about digits, so it is very distinct. So therefore, the order is important. So if that would be the case, my dear math learners, what you can apply here is the permutation. So the permutation for distinguishable objects. So if that is the case, then that would give us the permutation of 8 factorial, because these are 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all right? And then divided by how many times? Our 1 here repeated twice, so that is 2 factorial. Our 2 repeated twice again, so that is 2 factorial. And our 3 repeated 4 times, so that would be 4 factorial. Okay, so if this is the case, then that would be 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4. All right. So, divided by, that is factorial. 4 factorial. Okay? Because we will not finish that one. So, 2 factorial means 2 times 1. 2 factorial means 2 times 1 again. So, that would be 2 times 2. So, that would be 4 for 2 factorial times 2 factorial. And then, our 4 factorial will be written again so that it can be cancelled out this one. All right. Very good. So, now, what we need to do is we can divide 8 by 4 here. You can use that one. So that would become 2, right? So 2 times 7, that is 14. And then this one, 6 times 5 is 30. So 30 times 14. So if you try to get the value of 30 times 14, that would result to, very good, 420. Okay. So now let us try whether we are correct, my dear math learners. All right.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let's go to question number 17. Question number 17. From 12 students, how many ways can a group of 4 be selected? Is it A, 435, B, 455, C, 475, or D, 495? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, math learners, we have here 12 students, and what is asked here is the number of ways where a group of 4 can be selected. So, the order here is not important. So, this is a question on combination because you are just picking 4 students among the 12 students, right? So, if that would be the case, that means that is the combination of 12 taken 4 at a time. Now, one trick that I can do here, my dear math learners, is this one. Now, when you are solving permutation taken R at a time or combination taken R at a time, there is a trick actually. Okay, so how do we get that trick? So for combination, it would be like this. Since we are talking about 12 students, right? So that 12 students will be taken from 4. So what you will do is you just get 4 numbers from 12. So that would be 12 times 11 times 10 times 9. Okay, and then you will just divide it by the given factorial for our objects taken. Okay, so that is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So, of course, we are not using times 1 because it will just result to the same, right? So, if you can see here, this 12 is 4 times 3. So, you can cancel 4 and 3 here and the 12 here, right? And then in here, we have 10. This 10 and 2 can be simplified and this will become 5. So 11 times 9, that would be 99. So what you will only have is 99 times 5. And if you multiply 99 times 5, that is primarily 100 times 5. That is 500 minus 5. So the correct answer is 495. Now let's check whether we are correct, my dear math learners. All right.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to question number 18. Question number 18. 5 friends want to take different group photos in a line. How many different arrangements are possible? Is it A, 60, B, 90, C, 120, or D, 150? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, math learners, for question number 18, it says here 5 friends to be arranged in a line, right? So how many different arrangement are possible? So since there is no taken R at a time here because it is all at once, so what we can do here is the n factorial. And if that would be the case, that is just 5 factorial. So 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So if you multiply 5 times 4, that is 20. 20 times 3, that is 60. 60 times 2, that is 120. So therefore, the correct answer for this given problem is letter C. Now let's check whether we are correct. All right.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 19. Question number 19. How many three-letter words can be formed from the word pencil if repetition is allowed? Is it A, 216, B, 226, C, 236, or D, 246? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, given here, my dear math learners, is the word pencil. So that is 6-letter word. Now, we are trying to get 3 letters from the word pencil. And how many words can we form if repetition is allowed? What do you mean by repetition? Meaning that you can still use that letter. So, if that would be the case, since this is 6 letters and the next choices would still be 6 letters and we are trying to get 3 letters for each word to be formed. So that would give us 6 times 6 times 6. So if that is the case, then 6 times 6 is 36. 36 times 6, that would be 216. Now let us check whether we are correct. All right.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 20. Question number 20. How many three-letter words can be formed from the word pencil if repetition is not allowed? Is it A, 110, B, 120, C, 130, or D, 140? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, for this question, my dear math learners, it is still the same scenario. However, there is another condition here that repetition is not allowed. So if that would be the case, that is what we are trying to find in permutation taken R at a time. So that would be permutation of 6 objects taken 3 at a time. Now, the technique here is very simple, my dear math learners. What we have in the combination is that, so we just get the value of the combination. But right now, we will be using permutation since we are talking about arrangement. So if you can remember the solution we have in combination earlier, the trick there was, the trick in the combination taken R at a time is that you just get how many R at a time is used. So in this case, we have 6, right? Taken 3 at a time. So therefore, we will just get 3. So 6 times 5 times 4. So just 3 numbers. Now, earlier in the combination, we divide it by the n factorial of the r at a time. Now, in permutation, my dear math learners, you don't need to divide it. You just use this one, the number of r at a time, and then you just multiply it. So, we have 6 times 5, that is 30. 30 times 4, that would give us 120. So, letter B is the correct answer for this given problem. Now, let's check whether we are correct. All right.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to question number 21. But since we already finished 20 questions, I would like to congratulate you for finishing halfway of our reviewer series. I hope among the 20 questions given, you got a high score. And if you don't mind, share it to our comment section below. And if you find this helpful, please click the subscribe button and share this to your fellow friends, classmates, and schoolmates. Now, let us go to the last part of our reviewer series.